Welcome back to RotoCityTech. Today we are actually on location out at Lake Greenbelt, and I'm going to put in some drone footage on this video to show y'all what it is. Today I wanted to just go over my toolkit that I take with me camping. It'll pretty much have everything you need to get you by until you can get somewhere where you can get repairs done, or until you can get back to your garage or shop and do them yourself. This is just kind of a small little toolkit. So we will start off with my little toolbox here. Ratchet straps. Got 4 ratchet straps here, and those just come in handy all of the time, so don't be without any ratchet straps. I've got a set of channel locks here. I know these ones are giant. I can't find my smaller pair, so I just wanted to have some to show you in this video. So a set of channel locks is always a good idea. This is my Ryobi cordless drill, impact actually, with the adapter for my scissor jacks. So that is way easier than using the crank yourself. But you also want to have a set of bits. I don't have those with me right now, but you want to have a set of bits that go into your drill or impact, so that if you need to do any drilling or screw something in that broke off. Right here along with that, I've got these Tech self-tapping screws. You just never know if you have a blowout and it messes up some of the trim around your wheel well, the aluminum. You'll be able to put these self-tapping screws in there and fix that, so you can at least get off the side of the road if you're stuck. Also with that, I have this set of drill bits that have the hex shank so that it can go into my drill, and again, you never know when you might need to drill a hole. If you need to fasten something that broke, you can drill a hole and slip a bolt through, or whatever. A small little can of, I just have a bunch of screws in my toolbox here somewhere. Just some random screws and bolts and nuts, keep those around. With that as well, I've got my driver set. So these also just slip into your drill, and these have a hex head so that you can get these self-tapping screws in and out. Okay, so let's start on this side. So this is my silicone. This is Gorilla. I've got a lot of Gorilla products here just because they work really well and I like them. This is just some silicone caulk, and you'll need a caulking gun. This will help you if you get a tear in your roof or if you get a leak. This is all-weather Gorilla tape, permanent Gorilla tape. I've got some duct tape over here, so some type of duct tape, all weather. You will not be sad that you have to carry that around. This is some more Gorilla tape, but this is the tough and wide. So this is used, I got white because my roof is white. If you're in an emergency, you tear it up there, you slap this on there, that'll get you through until you can either seal it with some silicone or get it repaired. The same on the side. Maybe you have a window that's falling out or something, tape this up. Awesome. Random wire. Even last weekend we had an issue with our wiring from the battery mess up. So some wire and some wiring connections. These have a bunch of little eyelets and they're little crimp connections that you can connect. So wire and wire connections is really handy to have, along with your crimping pliers. So do not be without that. Allen wrenches. There's not a whole lot of Allen screws on this camper. I know my battery disconnect has them, so definitely want a set of Allen wrenches or two. Crescent, as well as a normal set of slip joint pliers. So adjustable wrench, slip nose or slip joint pliers. Necessities. I've got a little cheap socket set here that I use. I've had this a long time, and I think I bought it at like AutoZone or something. It's a cheap brand, but this works good to travel with when you don't, need anything any more professional than that. I've got a razor here, and then my pocket knife there. Don't want to be without those. A C-clamp. These, if you get the larger ones, these can come in handy for, put them on your table to hold your tablecloth if you have it, if it's windy, as well as these little clamps. So just some clamps to have on hand just in case. A tape measure, if you need to measure and get any PEX line, if you bust a leak and you need to measure and go to the nearest store and get some PEX. Got a tape measure. Some kind of hammer. I use this to hammer the stakes into the ground for our canopy, but if you have a tent and you're going to set up a tent as well as your camper, you need some type of hammer to do that. Got an assortment of pliers. These are just locking pliers that you can use. They're awesome when you need to like get on the head of a bolt and clamp this and then get your adjustable wrench to take off the nut. These are helpful for that, as well as a handful of combination wrenches that I keep in my box that will fit the very few bolts that are on here. Fuses. We're having an issue right now with our radio. I think there's a blown fuse somewhere. So keep a set of fuses in your camper so you don't get messed up by just a simple fuse. Needle nose pliers. These ones are rather long, but they were already in my little toolbox thing. And this one's got a 45-degree angle cut in it. These are very useful. Just have at least a set of needle nose pliers. Plumber's tape, just in case you spring a leak on one of your threads going to the sink or something. A couple screwdrivers. I don't have my Phillips head, but I've got it somewhere. A couple screwdrivers though, and a lighter of some sort. Zip ties. These are really small ones, but I have some larger ones on order. They were supposed to arrive yesterday, but we were already at the lake. Zip ties are going to be your best friend. Tie up loose wires that somehow came unconnected. If you have a flat and it blows the tire out and catches some of the wiring under there, you'll need to zip tie. Either zip tie it up, tape it up, or something, but these are super handy. And the last, but definitely not the least, might be the most important tool you can have with you in any RV or any trip: your smartphone. That way you can get on YouTube, go to RotoCityTech, look up the videos, and figure out how to fix your camper. But seriously, the smartphone is super nice to have, so you can Google whatever's wrong, or if you're completely stranded, you can call a tow company. So don't forget your smartphone most of all. That, I believe, is everything in my little toolbox. So you kind of just want to have an array of these tools, and none of these are really expensive, so don't worry about buying expensive brands. This is just something you're going to keep in your camper to get you out of a bind. So that is what is in my toolbox, and if y'all like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube and also on Instagram at RotoCityTech, and we'll catch y'all next time.